Chosen ones, Archangel Michael is saying only 24 seconds left. God is warning you about someone with the initial P. Pay attention. Do not skip this message, because this person has already entered your life. My beloved child, this is not coincidence. This is not just another video crossing your screen while you scroll without thinking. Heaven has issued a warning specifically for you, and Archangel Michael is delivering it with urgency because this situation has already been developing quietly around you. Archangel Michael says an emergency alert has been released in the spiritual realm tonight. This is not a soft message. This is not a general encouragement. This is a direct warning. My beloved child, there was a moment recently where something felt slightly off inside your spirit. A conversation did not feel right. A reaction felt strange. Someone's energy around you shifted, but you ignored it because you did not want to assume the worst. You wanted peace. You wanted to believe everything was fine. But heaven is saying your spirit noticed something your mind tried to dismiss. Stay with me carefully because this next part matters deeply. Archangel Michael says the person connected to this warning carries the initial P, and this is not random. Heaven uses signs like this to help you focus your awareness. My beloved child, this person has already been in your environment. This is not someone new who will appear later. This is someone you already know. Someone you may have trusted. Someone you may still trust. That is why this warning is serious. Archangel Michael says do not skip this message because this person has already caused damage before, even if you did not fully recognize it at the time. Not always in obvious ways. Sometimes through small actions. Small words. Small behaviors that slowly created confusion, emotional exhaustion, or subtle problems in your life. My beloved child, not every attack comes loudly. Some come quietly, disguised as friendship, concern, or support. Stay with me because heaven is revealing something important now. Archangel Michael says this is a red alert, not to create fear, but to awaken awareness. My beloved child, the enemy often works through people who appear close, familiar, or trustworthy. Not always intentionally, but sometimes through jealousy, insecurity, or hidden motives. You may have noticed that around this person, your peace feels slightly disturbed. Your energy feels drained. Your clarity feels weaker after conversations. Archangel Michael says by the end of this message, you will understand exactly who this person is and what you must do moving forward. But you must stay until the end. Because partial understanding creates confusion, while full awareness creates protection. My beloved child, this is not about turning against people. This is about protecting your peace before more damage is done. Stay with me carefully because this next part is where everything begins to connect. Archangel Michael says there is a pattern you have experienced before. A pattern of trusting someone, then slowly realizing something was wrong, then feeling hurt, then blaming yourself for trusting again. My beloved child, heaven is saying this pattern will not repeat again if you stay aware now. Archangel Michael says the person with the initial P has already entered your life, but this time, God is warning you before the damage goes deeper. And what comes next will reveal the hidden pattern behind their behavior and why your spirit has been feeling unsettled without fully understanding why. My beloved child, Stay with me carefully because Archangel Michael says this is the part where your heart may recognize something your mind tried to ignore. There has been a pattern in your life, not just once, but more than once. A pattern of trusting someone who seemed kind at first, someone who spoke gently, someone who made you feel understood, only for something to slowly shift over time. My beloved child, it did not happen suddenly. It happened quietly, almost invisibly, until one day you realized something was not right anymore. Archangel Michael says there is someone who spoke sweetly to you, who made you feel safe enough to open your heart, but behind your back, their words were different. Conversations you trusted were shared with others. Private thoughts you revealed in confidence somehow reached places they were never meant to go. My beloved child, that kind of betrayal does not just hurt the mind, it wounds the spirit. It makes you question your judgment. It makes you question your ability to trust again. Stay with me carefully because this next part matters deeply. Archangel Michael says there is also a pattern of emotional draining connected to this person. Every time you speak with them, something feels heavy afterward. Not always immediately, but slowly. Your energy drops. Your thoughts become clouded. You feel tired without understanding why. My beloved child, this is not imagination. This is your spirit reacting to energy that does not align with peace. Archangel Michael says sometimes this person appeared helpful in the beginning. They may have offered support, advice, time, or even financial help. At first, it felt genuine. It felt like finally someone was there for you. But slowly, control entered the situation. Expectations grew. Subtle pressure appeared. My beloved child, what began as help slowly turned into influence. What felt like kindness slowly became something that benefited them more than it protected you. Stay with me because heaven is revealing something important now. Archangel Michael says there may have been moments where this person used your trust in ways that affected your finances, your decisions, or your relationships with others. Not always in obvious ways. Sometimes through suggestions. Sometimes through influence. Sometimes through information shared at the wrong time with the wrong people. My beloved child, these small actions created larger consequences over time. Archangel Michael says the deepest wound is not just what happened. The deepest wound is what you felt afterward. That quiet thought inside your mind saying, I trusted the wrong person again. That feeling of disappointment in yourself, not just in them. That moment where you promised yourself to be more careful next time, but still felt unsure how to recognize the signs early. My beloved child, heaven understands that pain completely. Stay with me carefully because this next revelation changes everything. Archangel Michael says God is warning you now not to bring back old pain, but to prevent new damage. This is not about making you suspicious of everyone. This is about showing you a pattern so you can recognize it clearly this time. Awareness is protection. My beloved child, when you see clearly, you respond wisely. Archangel Michael says the person with the initial P is connected to this pattern, and your spirit has already sensed it, even if your mind tried to stay hopeful. And what comes next will reveal who this person truly is beneath the surface and why their presence in your life carries a hidden intention you must understand now. My beloved child, stay with me carefully because Archangel Michael says this is the moment where confusion turns into clarity. You have felt something was off, but now heaven is helping you understand what your spirit has been trying to tell you quietly. The person with the initial P is not just someone in your life randomly. Their presence carries a pattern, and once you see that pattern clearly, everything will begin to make sense in a way it never did before. Archangel Michael says the first revelation is this: this person did not enter your life looking harmful. They entered appearing helpful. My beloved child, they may have shown kindness, support, or generosity in the beginning. They gave time. They gave attention. They may have even given money, advice, or emotional comfort when you needed it most. At first, it felt like relief. It felt like finally someone understood you. But heaven says not every gift comes without intention behind it. Stay with me carefully because this next part matters deeply. Archangel Michael says every act of kindness from this person carried an expectation, even if it was not spoken out loud. My beloved child, slowly, control began to grow. They reminded you of what they did for you. They expected loyalty, attention, or influence over your decisions. What felt like support slowly became pressure. What felt like help slowly became something that shaped your choices in ways you did not fully notice at first. Think carefully. Has there been someone in your life who gave something to you, but later made sure you remembered it? Someone who used their kindness as leverage instead of love? My beloved child, that is not pure giving. That is influence disguised as generosity. Stay with me because heaven is revealing something important now. Archangel Michael says the second revelation is this: this person has already spoken about you in ways you do not fully know yet. Not always loudly. Not always directly. But quietly, carefully, in places where your name was mentioned without your presence. My beloved child, this created shifts around you that you could not explain. Someone's behavior toward you changed. A relationship felt different. A situation became uncomfortable without a clear reason. Heaven says this person played a role in that shift. Pause for a moment. Have you noticed people treating you differently without understanding why? Conversations feeling colder? Reactions feeling distant? My beloved child, this is where hidden words create visible consequences. Stay with me carefully because this next revelation is the most important. Archangel Michael says the meaning of P is not random. It reveals the nature of this person. P stands for pretender. Someone who appears one way but carries different intentions inside. P stands for plotter. Someone who plans quietly behind the scenes instead of speaking openly. P stands for predator. Someone who feeds on your energy, your peace, or your resources without giving genuine balance in return. But Archangel Michael says there is another meaning of P that belongs to you. Protection. My beloved child, heaven is not showing you this to create fear. Heaven is activating your protection. When awareness enters your life, confusion loses power. When truth becomes clear, manipulation cannot continue the same way. Stay with me carefully because this next part changes everything. Archangel Michael says the person connected to this pattern may already be clear in your mind right now. That moment where a name appeared instantly. That feeling where your spirit recognized the truth before your mind wanted to accept it. My beloved child, that is not coincidence. Archangel Michael says type, protection, if you feel clarity rising inside you right now. Because what comes next will show you exactly how to respond without creating more damage or unnecessary conflict. My beloved child, stay with me carefully because this is the moment where Archangel Michael speaks with authority over your situation. This is not the time to react emotionally. This is the time to move with wisdom. What you have just understood is powerful, but how you respond now will determine whether peace is protected or further damage is created. Archangel Michael says many people lose their advantage the moment they act too quickly. That will not happen to you. The first command is this: do not confront this person yet. My beloved child, your first instinct may be to question them, to ask directly, to demand answers. But Archangel Michael says not now. There is more being revealed behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. If you confront too early, they will deny, manipulate, or hide their actions more carefully. Michael says, I am gathering what is hidden in the spirit before it becomes visible in your life. You do not need to rush. Truth does not disappear. It reveals itself at the right time. Stay with me carefully because this next command matters deeply. Archangel Michael says watch their actions, not their words. This person may continue speaking kindly. They may act supportive. They may appear the same as before. But my beloved child, words can be controlled easily. Actions reveal truth over time. Notice when they show up. Notice when they disappear. Notice if they come close only when they need something. Notice if their behavior creates peace or confusion after interaction. Patterns do not lie, even when people do. The third command is this: stop sharing your plans with this person immediately. My beloved child, you may have trusted them with your thoughts, your future ideas, your struggles, or your decisions. But Archangel Michael says silence is your protection now. Not out of fear, but out of wisdom. When you speak less, you protect your direction. When you reveal less, you prevent interference. Some people cannot harm what they do not know. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. Stay with me because heaven is revealing something powerful now. The fourth command is this: Archangel Michael is sending confusion into their plans. My beloved child, anything this person intended against you will not move forward the way they expected. Situations will shift. Plans will not align. What they thought would succeed will begin to collapse. This is not revenge. This is protection. Scripture says that the one who digs a pit may fall into it. Michael says, what was directed toward you will return to its source. Archangel Michael says imagine the blue flame surrounding you right now. This is your shield. Your thoughts are protected. Your peace is protected. Your home is protected. My beloved child, this flame does not attack. It defends. It blocks what is not meant to reach you. The person connected to this situation will no longer affect you in the same way because awareness has already broken their influence. Stay with me carefully because this next part changes everything. Archangel Michael says what heaven has protected cannot be penetrated by confusion, manipulation, or hidden intentions. You are not powerless. You are aware. And awareness changes everything. My beloved child, what comes next will guide you on how to seal this protection, how to move forward calmly, and how to ensure that this pattern never repeats in your life again. My beloved child, stay with me carefully because this is the moment where awareness becomes action. Archangel Michael says what you have received is not just information. It is protection. But protection only works when you apply it. Many people hear warnings, but they continue repeating the same patterns because they do not change their behavior afterward. That will not be your story. You were shown this for a reason, and now heaven is asking you to respond with wisdom, not emotion. Archangel Michael says from this moment forward, be intentional about your words, your silence, and your energy. My beloved child, you do not need to suddenly change everything outwardly. You do not need to create drama. You do not need to distance yourself in a way that creates conflict. But internally, you must shift. You must become aware of what you share, how you respond, and where you place your trust. This is not about fear. This is about discernment. Stay with me carefully because this next step matters deeply. Archangel Michael says if you now recognize the person connected to this message, type person P in the comments. Do not type it casually. This is not about exposing anyone publicly. This is about acknowledging clarity within yourself. My beloved child, when you name what you see, confusion loses its power over you. Silence inside your mind is broken when truth becomes clear. Archangel Michael says type Amen if you accept this warning and choose to move with wisdom instead of reaction. My beloved child, agreement matters. When you choose awareness, you strengthen your ability to protect your peace. When you choose calmness, you prevent unnecessary damage. Many situations become worse because people react without thinking. You are being called to respond differently. Stay with me because heaven is still speaking to you now. Archangel Michael says type Michael if you felt a sense of protection, calmness, or clarity during this message. That feeling is not random. My beloved child, the blue flame represents peace entering your thoughts and blocking confusion from taking control. When your mind is clear, your decisions become stronger. When your spirit is calm, your actions become wiser. Archangel Michael says type silence if you are choosing to stop sharing your plans with the wrong people. My beloved child, this is one of the most important steps. Not everyone needs access to your future. Not everyone deserves to know your next move. Silence protects what is still growing. When you speak less, you prevent interference before it begins. Stay with me carefully for this final prayer. Archangel Michael says, Heavenly Father, place your protection over this chosen one. Guard their thoughts from confusion. Guard their heart from unnecessary pain. Guide their words so they speak with wisdom. Help them recognize truth clearly and act with calmness instead of emotion. Surround them with your protection so no hidden intention can harm them. Let peace remain where fear once tried to grow. My beloved child, share this message with one person who keeps getting hurt by trusting the wrong people. Sometimes awareness given at the right time can prevent pain before it happens. My beloved child, stay with me for this final moment because Archangel Michael says this message is not meant to leave you feeling fearful or suspicious of everyone around you. It is meant to leave you aware, calm, and protected. There is a difference between fear and awareness. Fear creates panic and isolation. Awareness creates clarity and peace. Heaven is not turning you against people. Heaven is teaching you how to protect your spirit while still moving with wisdom in your relationships. Archangel Michael says many people misunderstand warnings like this. They begin to doubt everyone. They begin to question every word and every action. But my beloved child, that is not what you are being called to do. You are not being called to live in paranoia. You are being called to live in discernment. Discernment allows you to see clearly without becoming emotionally overwhelmed. It allows you to remain peaceful while understanding what is happening around you. Stay with me carefully because this next part matters deeply. Archangel Michael says the situation connected to the person with the initial P is not meant to break you. It is meant to strengthen your awareness so the same pattern does not repeat again in your life. My beloved child, every difficult experience carries a lesson. When the lesson is understood, the pattern loses its power. You are not here to keep repeating the same cycle of trust, hurt, and regret. You are here to grow beyond it. Archangel Michael says from this moment forward, protect your energy carefully. Notice how you feel around different people. Notice what conversations leave you peaceful and what conversations leave you drained. My beloved child, your spirit will always give you signals if you choose to listen. That quiet discomfort you felt before was not weakness. It was awareness trying to guide you. Now that you understand this, you will recognize it faster and respond more wisely. Stay with me because heaven is revealing something important now. Archangel Michael says not everyone in your life carries harmful intentions, but not everyone should have full access to your thoughts, your plans, and your energy. My beloved child, trust should be built slowly and maintained through consistency, not given freely without awareness. You are allowed to be kind without being open to everything. You are allowed to care without allowing yourself to be drained. Archangel Michael says if your own name begins with the letter P, this message is not against you. This is for you. My beloved child, P also stands for protection, purpose, and peace. Heaven may be using you as someone who brings clarity and safety into situations instead of confusion. Do not assume the warning is about you. Understand the meaning behind it. Stay with me carefully for this final truth. Archangel Michael says what has been revealed to you cannot harm you the same way again. Awareness has already changed the situation. The person connected to this message will not have the same influence over your life because you see clearly now. My beloved child, clarity removes confusion, and when confusion is gone, manipulation loses its power. Go forward calmly. Do not confront in anger. Do not act in fear. Move with quiet confidence. Protect your peace. Protect your thoughts. Protect your future. Heaven has already placed a shield over your life. And remember this. What heaven has protected cannot be broken by hidden intentions anymore.